I'm at Piddington, I'm 22 and I'm from Ashton. I lived in a house until I was 7 and then we moved to a place called Garton. I lived there until I was 16 and then we come here then. So I've never really known anything different, you know, from being a child. I've grown up in pubs and stuff. In school, I really wanted to be a chef. I remember doing work experience at Manchester Uni, Owens Park. I did a week there, and after a week there I couldn't stand it. I thought, no, definitely not going to be a chef now. I prefer eating food rather than cooking it. But my real ambition was always to follow in the footsteps of my granddad, doing a bit of acting. So I started going to an amateur production society. I remember my first time on stage and the buzz I got from actually being on stage and making people laugh. You know, I thought it was like some sort of drug. I wanted to do it again and again and again. My granddad was Bill Tarmer. He played Jack Duckworth for 30 odd years in Coronation Street, a real legend in the soap world. He didn't really give me a lot of advice. He gave me little tips here and there, but I think he wanted me to make it on my own 2 feet rather than him trying to help me. And I thank him for that because you get more satisfaction doing it by yourself and on your own 2 feet. It was 2009, so I would have been 19. It was his last ever scene. That was quite emotional really, but that was the only time I got to go on set with him. And I got there watching him with Liz Dawn, who played Vera. And I remember like welling up myself, just thought, you know, this is quite emotional because he'd been on the programme for so long. It's, you know, obviously he hadn't died in real life, but a legend, Jack Duckworth, had actually died. It was just quite strange really. After that, he'd not be on the set ever again. You know, and I was determined to carry on his legacy after that. So I got speaking to Liz, and I told her about, like, I wanted to follow my granddad's footsteps. She was like, you'll do well, you're just like your granddad, you'll do well. And that was it. After that, I was like pretty determined that this is what I wanted to do. I ended up doing the extra work. It was my granddad's funeral, and I got speaking to Will and Halsall, and I was just speaking to him about, I want to get on the lad. He said, there's a woman at ITV. I went and met her. It was very good. She gave me a lot of confidence, saying, I think you've got the right look for this sort of thing. So she got my hopes up a bit. She introduced me to Mint Casting, and then I went and met my agent, and then within a week I was on the set of Hollyoaks. My agent gave me a phone call, and he basically just said, he went, do you want to be filming in the Rovers from 8 till 5? So I thought to myself, yes, this is going to be the one for me now. You know, I'm so looking forward to this. And I got in there, and it just felt like I belong here. Is where I want to be. Really want to be. Since I was first on the street, about 15 more times. Been on the cobbles, I've done all sorts, just from walking down the street, from being in the cafe. I prefer it rather than being in Hollyoaks, to be really honest. I choose Curry every day because of, you know, what it means to me. In 5 years, I'd love to be an actually featured actor on Coronation Street. Definitely, that's my dream.